Hello everyone and welcome to another What I Think review, and today we are going to be reviewing the new Sonic screwdriver. I also have my prop one to hand so you can see the size difference. I think this is, I believe from what people have said, some people have been saying this is slightly smaller than the original prop, although mine is slightly larger than the original prop, so it is possible that this may be the actual scale of it. I'm not sure. There are conflicting reports. Some people say it is, some people say it isn't. But personally, going by the pictures that we've seen on screen, I think this looks slightly smaller, but I could be wrong. First of all, let's go over the box. Obviously, I'm having to do it like this because I can't get it full in shot, but it is very nicely presented. 12th Doctor's second Sonic screwdriver, so obviously his first was his original one-touch continuation from the 11th Doctor with electronic sound light effects. So it tells us that we have static flashing and chase light. So I'm guessing the chase light is where it spins round as was seen in the episode. Obviously we get a nice lot of information on the back. Obviously one of those more Doctor Who fun barcodes, pictures, instructions on how it all goes together and all the legal information made by character options, and that's basically it. Green and blue light modes. I know that whilst I get on and do the unboxing, I know in a recent comic, I believe the Doctor fought K2, which was a second version of the K1 robot seen in the first Doctor story, in the first Fourth Doctor story, Robot. Now, in that comic, it was seen that the Sonic had a red setting. Now, obviously, this doesn't have a red setting. It does look very good. It doesn't have a red setting, but it makes me wonder if there's actually going to be one in the show, or whether that was artistic license with the comics, which I have to wait and see. But let's get the actual screwdriver out. It's actually quite hard to get out of the pack. I might have to just... It's really well in there. I'm trying to get it out without mucking up the packet, but I don't think I've got much choice. Oh well. Right, well, here is the Sonic. So, let's see what the different modes are. So down. So we've got down, and then we've got... Okay, so right. We've got several different modes. So down is blue. I don't know how well that shows up on camera, but that is quite... A lot of people said it was quite a sort of light blue compared to how it was seen in the episode. That, to me, that actually looks not as dark as it was seen on video, but that looks, to me, darker than it was in the episode. So it's certainly interesting to see that light, and obviously it has a green light as well. Now, the other interesting thing on this is that this has the same sound effects as the build your own Sonic set, which is what I use the call from mine in my updated version. So it's interesting to see. I'm guessing they're going to be in the show. So if obviously we've got blue is down, green is up. Now if we pull it down twice, we get the spinning sound effect, which is what I call the alarm sound effect, which again is also on the build your own Sonic set. I'm just trying to get this best as I can on camera. Yeah, so it's interesting that we've got that sort of alarm sound rather than the Sonic sound that we had in the episode, I seem to remember. We've got that sound rather than just that sound, although it could have been a different version of that. Either way. And then obviously if we do it up, we have this glowing sound version. Now, do we only have the two? Usually on the other ones, if you press the button more than 3 times, you get different noises. So no, so there's only 4 noises as such. There's the high pitch of the Sonic, the lower pitch of the Sonic, the what I'm always going to call the alarm, and then the kind of sonar sound. So that's very interesting. I like it's a great Sonic. It's quite light in the hand. The detailing on it is very good. The claws look very good. The button is nice and robust. Obviously, it's an up and down switch, but it's great the way that they've got that for the two different colours. And obviously, you've all got the lights up in the end as well. Yeah, the detail on it is very impressive. It really, to me, it does look, I think that looks smaller than... Oh, sorry, I just realised I wasn't in camera. To me, it looks a lot smaller than what we got in the episode. Maybe that's just me, but that does look smaller to me. But if I bring in my version, which I've got here, you can see how large, in comparison, my version was. Now, I would say that, to me, I would guess that the real prop is somewhere between the two, but obviously, you know, character options obviously have the expertise to get hold of the original prop designs to base their toys off. So whilst I'm saying this does look smaller than the actual on-screen thing, this is probably closer to the actual scale. But you can see, obviously, my one is much larger. And if we compare the two colours, they do look... Actually, having said that, I say that looked really dark compared to the episode. That is about the same tone. It can be quite hard to see, but they do have the same colour tone. So maybe this is closer to how it was in the episode, and it is just the lighting that we saw on screen. So yeah, compared to... I'm still not sold on the design of this Sonic. I don't know why. It's definitely something new and it's unique, but it just looks very big and very cumbersome, and I don't know. I'm still not sure about it. I have to wait until I see it more in the episode itself. But as a toy, as a Sonic toy, it's very good. The sounds are very clear. The lights are very clear, and yeah, it feels really good. The only thing that I think is a bit of a downside on this is that there's no other functions. It literally is just lights and sounds, which the lights and sounds are very good. I'm not going to detract from that at all. But in the 9th and 10th Dr. Sonics, you had it extended. In the classic Sonics, like the 4th Doctor, 3rd Doctor, and War Doctors, again, they all sort of moved, and, you know, they were operated, they had bits that moved. The 8th Doctor Sonic didn't have bits that moved, although I think there were some comics which did see it move in a sort of similar way to the 4th Doctor Sonic, but obviously the toy version didn't have that. And the 11th Doctor Sonic obviously has the opening claws, which was great. Now, maybe in future we're going to see that these claws here do something. You know, maybe they open up. You know, that they open up and show you. Maybe the crystal comes out, or maybe there's something inside. But I think that's the one thing that detracts from this, is the fact that it doesn't have any kind of action points on it. Which it's not something that detracts from the Sonic. I will take that back. But it is something that certainly feels. I'm guessing that's how it. Is that how it comes apart? Oh, no. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if it came with instructions or not, unless they're on there. So apparently, I don't know. Okay, apparently, well, these two parts come apart. I'm not sure. It's not really clear how on the instructions how that happens. I'll have to look into it. But basically, to get into it, you take these two bits. It splits, according to the instructions, anyway. It splits here, and then. Oh, there we go. So yes. So that literally just... does that even unclip, or does it literally just... Okay, it locks at the bottom, obviously. Yeah, so the locking mechanism part is in there. So don't just try pulling it. You've actually got to twist it to open it up to get it out. But yeah, so it's a bit of a shame that this doesn't have any action points on it, because obviously, you know, all the previous Sonics we've seen do have some sort of action form on them, and as I said, maybe the claws are going to do something. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm really not sold on a design. One redesign of this I have seen, which I think certainly is quite interesting, and personally I think it's something they should have done. Is this whole section here? Just realised I've moved my screen. This whole section here is missing. So basically, this part is here, and it has a kind of... It almost looks a bit like River's Sonic in that respect, and I think it actually works quite well, and I think it does look better, but I can understand why they wanted the crystal, because obviously the crystals are quite a large part of the new series Sonic, so I can understand why they wanted to go for those. But yeah, personally, it's an interesting looking Sonic. It's a great toy, but I'm not overly sold on the design personally, and I think I get the feeling, again, this is just my opinion, I appreciate that not many people might share this, but I get the feeling that this is unfortunately more hyped than it needs to be. And now I was really hyped to get one. I was really wanted to get one because I knew it would make a great review. But I have to say, now that I've got one in hand, as I said, it's great. It's a great looking thing. It's been well designed. It's been really well put together, and the effects on it again are really good. I love the way that they've managed to do that. But I don't know. Personally, and I hate to blow my own trumpet here, but if I have two of these, if I have my one in the hand and this one in the hand, I'm going to choose mine. Not because I've made mine, not because I'm trying to big myself up and say, oh, mine's better, because this is better in terms of effect and, screen accurate design. This is far better than mine. But maybe it's that I feel more impressed with mine because I've built it from scratch myself. Maybe that's a large part of it, but there is something about it that I pick up this one, and okay, let's take mine out of it. I'm obviously going to be impressed by mine. Unfortunately, I don't have one of the other Sonics to hand, but let's say compared to the 11th Doctor Sonic, not even that, compared to the one-touch version of the Sonic Screwdriver, I'm more impressed by that than I am by this, because it has the one-touch effect, which is a great feature. It has the opening and closing calls, which is a great feature. It has the alternate sounds, which is a great feature. It doesn't have the difference in light, fair enough. It does have, but it also has that strange little weird power cell thing, which never came into the show. I'm guessing that was just a little added extra. But the point is, that had lots of aspects to it. I mean, opening claws, alternate sounds, one-touch feature, power cell. I think that's it. So 4 features on this one. This one, in comparison, light effects, two different light effects, different sounds, and I genuinely, unless I'm missing something, that's it. That really is it. So that's 4 for the old version of the Sonic Screwdriver, 4 versions compared to 2. 4 reasons that I liked it compared to 2. So, yeah, I don't want to detract anyone from buying this at all. It is, if you're a Doctor Who fan, it is well worth getting. It is a fantastic toy. It's a fantastic display piece, and I'm sure this will be popular among many fans. It is certainly one that I will have on display in my collection. I don't regret buying it for a second, but I like my reviews to be... I'm not here to advertise these. I'm here to review them, and my review of this is that if I could sum up my review in one word, it would be, it's a good Sonic, but probably not the best I've seen. But as I said, please don't let me dissuade that from anyone from buying it for that reason. I would really get it if you can, because it's a great collector's piece. It's a great piece to have in your collection, and I certainly think it is going to be popular among the less critical fans. So, there are things I would change on this, but I'm sure, like many other fans out there, there are things that many of us would change on many different things. For me, this just happens to be this one. So, yes, that is my review of the 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. A like, favourite, subscribe, share, it really helps me out a lot. I salute you all, and I will see you with another video very soon.